Alright guys, welcome back. Very excited to show my newest SGC reveal. These are cards I dropped off in Philly in the middle of September, so I guess it's about a 20 business day turnaround, although I paid for 7, it was 20, so gonna probably try to stop doing expedites, like paying for expedite services, because it's gotten more evident that they just can't turn around in 5 or 7 days. That's that. This was a what we call a Beckett snap out. If we're talking about Nolan and Josh, this was a Beckett 7 that I tried to cross and did not cross, so I snapped it and I got a 5.5. So at least they're consistent. I asked them for a minimum subgrade of or minimum grade of 6 when I tried to ask them to cross, and it failed. So I snapped it because I really like the card. It's really clean, and I just prefer it in SGC. Really nice 40 play ball. These come in like a lot of variety of toning. This one happens to be pretty brown. Some of them are like a little more black and white, but this is pretty toned and pretty brown. And there's that print defect that I was referring to in my last video when I showed off a few of these. This was a card I traded for at the Philly show. This is a 76 Topps Walter Payton. The reason why I traded for this card is because in that large collection that I got of mid-70s football and baseball, this was one card that was just absent, and I always wanted one. I think this is probably cherry-picked. Like, given the amount of 76 Topps cards that were in that collection, this was probably cherry-picked from there. Or this card would have been cherry-picked from it. And I traded a bunch of rookies for it, and I actually bought one of them back. I haven't done a video about any of the rookies I've been buying, but maybe I'll do that one day. But really like this card. I was actually pretty surprised they gave a 4.5. There's like a corner crease there. That corner is a little funny. Corner crease there, you can see. So I was actually like anticipating a 3, so a 4.5. I'm pretty thrilled. This card's probably about 55-45 or 60-40 centering, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next is the Washington Herald Sports Stamp in an A. This is a Pop 2. The only other one I know of that is to exist is with our good friend Mr. Michael Shane, and was adhered to the back of like some cardboard paper. I bought this in a collection of 55 of these and cut this one out, saved it for myself, and then sold the rest and made some profit. So I ended up getting that Hank for free. This one I've actually had for a number of years and just finally decided to just slab it since I was doing the Washington Herald. This is the Detroit Times. Someone really took their time and cut this out really precisely, which is cool. You really like just don't like just you just do not see these. This is a newspaper clipping, so they had to put it in the baggie, which is fine. The next card is pretty exciting. This was a PSA 10 that when I really looked at it pretty close, and I thought it had an honest shot at a pristine, and I gave it to them and said, listen, if it's worthy of the pristine, do it. If not, just keep it at PSA 10. And they deemed it worthy. This card is perfect. No two ways about it. The SGC does not does not hand these grades out, and the gold label is just super cool. I've only seen one other to sell, based upon PwC's market price research tool that they have on their website, which by the way is free if you have an account with them. But I've only seen one other of these sell, so this could be a pop of only 2. Next card here, I just recently got this right before the Philly show. This was a 1934 Detroit Tigers team issue, also known as the Annis Furs. This is my second one. This is really one of my favorite vintage issues that he has. It's just so cool. Owner wrote his name on the front and on the back. I just think that's really awesome. We actually looked up this address. It is in Detroit. 19940 Fleming, and he wrote that Hank in 1938 had 48 home runs, and we all know he ended with 58. So he probably signed that or wrote on it like during the 1938 season. So that's really nice. I just had to have this. I'm glad they gave it a 1. I was afraid that they gave it an A because of the writing, the amount of writing that's on the card, but I like that they just gave it a 1. This is the felt that I got from the National. The video really does not do this justice. It gives it like this kind of washed out green color, but I'm actually not certain that this is even the right way to describe this, because the BF uncirculated felt is actually a pennant. So I don't think they actually got that right even. This remains a little bit of a mystery. Back is blank, but this was used as a one of 6 pieces to sew and make a beanie. And I've only seen one other of these, and I wish they'd made a custom cutout for this, but I get why they didn't. But I'm still not convinced that this is exactly what it is. So I'm not sure I'm actually going to keep this in here. I don't know. I also hate these huge slabs, but I'm debating just popping this out and keeping it raw, because I don't think that this designation is right, and I'm not like a huge fan of like the presentation of it. But anyway, really happy with this submission. I actually don't have anything for them now, but that may change soon. Always looking to buy some cool stuff. Very happy with the Yelich. I'm thinking about probably selling that and moving it when either the season starts or throwing it up on eBay, buy now best offer, and just sort of fielding offers. So I guess we'll see on the pristine 10. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and let's go Astros. Hoping they beat the Yankees. They're playing them right now, but they're down 2-1. See ya. Bye.